Mandana Dayani joins us, an Iranian-American activist. Her family fled years ago from Iran, coming to the U.S. as Jewish refugees. She's the founder of the nonprofit I Am a Voter. That was from your Instagram feed, that video that we showed a brief clip. Those are strong words anytime the Holocaust is brought up, but tell us the message you were trying to get across there.
Well, thank you for having me on. I mean, what we are seeing is the dehumanization of Jews across the country and around the world, and they are being intimidated, harassed. I mean, Jewish students were forced off of campus. Now they're being told to study from home. What you're seeing is people watching this unfold. You're seeing violence, kids being stabbed, assaulted, threatened, and you're just kind of standing by, knowing this isn't okay, but also not saying anything because you're afraid of the trolls or the people on Instagram who might leave you a negative comment. That silence is complicity. That dehumanization is what leads to the Holocaust. I mean, also in Iran, I mean, where I was born, this looked very similar. It started with exactly like this, protests on campuses, and rhetoric leads to action. And what you're seeing now, it started as rhetoric, and now you are seeing actual violence against students. These kids have nothing to do with a foreign conflict. Why are you attacking a kid and stabbing a Jewish student in the eye with a pole on Yale campus? I don't even understand why we're acting like this is normal or okay.
And you're understandably concerned for the safety of these Jewish students, which you've expressed. I actually have a practical question that I think is interesting as well. I want to put up a headline from the Cornell Daily Sun, because I know you spoke at a rally there at Cornell, and the headline is, Jewish community members rally for Israel as pro-Palestine students march for divestments. And I keep coming back to this idea. We haven't talked in depth about it that much, but they keep saying, oh, the university should divest from any, investments in Israel that are related. I mean, to me, it doesn't seem like any of that would be practical. I don't know how that would even be enforced. I mean, they must know that somehow the university endowments are going to look at their investments and just start selling anything related to Israel. I mean, that doesn't seem like anything that could even remotely come close to happening. What do you say?
Well, I think there's a couple things here. One is, what is the most frustrating for me as a progressive watching this unfold is how this is couched in some moral superiority, right? These students and these people act like they care more about other people when they've never said a single word about anyone dying in Sudan or Yemen or the internment of 1 million people or 1 million Muslims in China. What it feels like for women to live under Houthis and Hezbollah. Not a word about them. So, I mean, they should be. This is anti-Semitism, and this is what it looks like. It looks different in every generation, and we are experiencing how it's unfolding right now. On the divestment issue, I mean, again, it was horrifying watching the treatment of Professor Chemerinsky at UC Berkeley. I mean, the way that student treated him in his own home, that they were putting signs all across UC Berkeley, with the trope of, blood libel, and people are protesting outside of his home. This is one of the most respected and revered professors and scholars in law. I mean, I'm a lawyer. I went to law school. He is a legend, and the way that he's being treated for no reason. They couched it in divestment. He has no investment in Israel, but it's because he's a Jew. And I think that's like we keep using all these fancy words, but the reality is this is happening because these are Jews.
Well, let me ask you this. What do we do? How do we bring the temperature down in this? I would assume that would be a goal for someone like you, right, when you look at all of this. Let me look at numbers. Here on our telestrator, we have the anti-Semitic incidents and what we've seen in the U.S. And when you look at this, they're going up, right? So there it is. So, right at the end of this, you see the arrow going up. But at the same time, and I'm not trying to both sides the issue, but I'm saying at the same time you have the anti-Muslim incidents in the U.S. also, and it shows it on this, this last part, have been going up, have been higher, right? So how do we bring the temperature down, whether it's that or it's this, and just have kind of a rational conversation? How does this end, this portion of it?
I mean, I do feel like we are at a real tipping point, and we have to recognize hate. We have to call out every form of hate when we see it. I'm horrified by any hate I see against Muslims, Arabs, and any other person of any other population. I've been an activist for most of my adult life. I've done everything I can to call out hate every single time I see it. And I think it's important to recognize that hate has never changed anything for the better, that it never has any purpose in society. And what you're seeing right now on campuses is just hate, and it's being fueled constantly into action and division. And we have to say enough. Like, I think that we can look at this now objectively and say, this went too far. We have to stop. And we can advocate for the safety and well-being of people in Gaza, as we all should, but it should not happen at the expense and the safety of Jewish people around the world. And we can hold multiple truths at one time. I don't understand this idea that we always pick one side or one belief. Like, we can hold so many people's stories and experiences at the same time. And I said in that video that you showed earlier, advocacy and progress, which is everything I've dedicated my life to, doesn't happen at the expense of other people. We never got more rights for one group by taking them away from another group or making the world worse for another group, right? Like, if we are here to advocate for the well-being of a group of people, then let's do that. But why do we need to cause this much violence? It just defies all logic to me.
This round of protests kind of started at Columbia. We'll see maybe the Columbia president make some comments in the next few days, because there's a lot of people focused on her. And Mandana, we thank you for coming on with us today. Appreciate it.